An audio drama short from UK arts nonprofit Life You Choose, Who's Johnny Longarms is a horror story with little to no suspense or actual fear for the characters. Life You Choose doesn't work with trained actors, and that's apparent in the first few minutes. Doing a bit of research after the fact, it became clear the purpose wasn't to entertain the masses. Instead, the goal was more than likely a confidence booster for the people playing the characters, and there's nothing wrong with helping kids with learning difficulties try to come out of their shell. Full disclaimer, most, if not all, my employment history has been with nonprofits. Whether it's national ones like PBS or smaller organizations on an independent contractor basis, there's a soft spot in my heart for 501c3 organizations. That being said, those looking for quality in their audio dramas should look elsewhere. There's plenty of professional material on iTunes and Audible if you're willing to pay for it or search. The story of Who's Johnny Longarms is basic but not simple. There's unexplained subtext which doesn't have time to be addressed in an 11-minute short. In summation, the story ends on an anticlimactic note, giving the listener a sense of incompletion and bored wonder. At various points, it's even hard to understand what's being said. Again, these are by no means professionals and shouldn't be judged the same way. For their first audio drama, Life You Choose shows potential. Practice makes perfect, and as someone with disabilities, I wish there was an organization like this growing up. There's a need for programs like that. Going off script here for a second, support your local PBS station and help keep public broadcasting alive and well. Or if you're in the UK, consider donating your time or money to Life You Choose. As for this review, 3.5 out of 5 stars.
Have you heard of the Round Table Podcast? Here's how it works. We invite authors onto the show.
Welcome to the big chair at the round table, Sherry Priest,
Tim Pratt,
Gail Carriger, Shannon McGuire, Patrick Rothfuss.
We ask them questions.
What an excellent question.
You know, no one's ever asked me that question before.
These are great questions, by the way.
Wow, no one's asked me that before.
Then we invite writers on to present a story idea.
The genre of this story is a fantasy set in a space-like setting.
It's a superhero western.
It's a steampunk, diesel-punk fusion just because of the timeline that it's in.
It is a supernatural horror story with just a bit of a detective thriller peppered into it.
And then we workshop the story.
You're going to know what your ending is when you know what your conflict is.
Brian, I like your Sopranos meets Iron Punk meets Rome meets Psychotic Future Killers. I think that's a great mashup.
Oh,
that makes a lot of sense, and I can't believe I hadn't thought of that.
Sure. I think that's a must. I love that idea.
And everyone leaves in a state of writerly bliss.
You guys have given me so much to work with right now. It's ridiculous. And
the ideas that I've gotten out of this today, there's the gears are just running. I've
spending this time with you guys has made it a whole lot more likely that this will get written.
The Round Table Podcast. Check us out on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, or at our website, www.roundtablepodcast.com. The Round Table Podcast. Literary alchemy. One podcast at a time.
Next time on Audio Drama Reviews.
You do it a couple times?
Oh, yeah.
So, but you don't want an accent, right?
Oh, good.
Okay, cool. Okay, here we go.
Pen pals.
Pen pals.
Unlikely pairs in conversation.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Romeo and Juliet.
Hey, Mike Berganzi here, founder of Audio Drama Reviews and editor at Audio Drama Digest. If you like what you heard, consider following us on Twitter and Facebook, subscribing to our YouTube and SoundCloud channels, and last but not least, our Patreon and iTunes accounts. Links to all those in the episode description.